Last night around 6:30, a big storm blew in that no one was expecting, and it came with such strong winds that it was really scary. Thought that was a microburst. I posted that on Instagram. When I went to bed last night, there was footage of what looked like a tornado in the area about a mile and a half from here. That made sense because I didn't think we were in a tornado, but I thought we were. It was a good chance we were near it, like in the feeding winds, the feeder winds that go into the, to the storm. It is crazy. I mean, that guy lost a lot of the shingles off the top of his roof. There's trees down everywhere. There's debris all over the place. I mean, fortunately, no one was hurt, and it's just stuff. But it is kind of crazy. So I thought I would bring you guys along. This is what I found when I woke up this morning. All right, guys. Basically, everything got blown all over the place. So. The first thing, I'll tell you this, I know what happened first. The 20, because I came out here and started filming, the 26 was the first one to go. Holy crap. Ah. He was parked right here. So this grill was parked right here. The wind blew him this way, and right next to it was this guy. Soon after this one flew over, this one who was still right next to it, the lid flew off and started scraping across the concrete. So that's this guy, and you can kind of see the boo-boo right there. So I took the lid off and flipped it over and put it on the cover so that it would stop scraping on the concrete. And I was also hoping the lid would hold down the cover, and then I pulled the slow and sear kettle underneath the covered patio, and that's when the wind started picking up again. I was like, oh crap, I gotta get out of here. So what happened next is crazy. So the 26 was here, the Weber or the slow and sear kettle was right next to it, right next to that, right in the middle of this fence, and everything was all buttoned down and covered in everything. I think covers actually suck in this situation because I think they either fly off immediately or they behave like a sail and pull all the cookers over, at least the lighter ones, like the ones we're about to see. But this is the craziest. Right here was where the Jumbo Joe was, and he flew across the yard, or across the patio, into the flower bed on his little table. I mean, it just threw it right into this fence. I'm hoping, because it hit the fence in the flower bed, I'm hoping there's no damage, because that seems like kind of a soft landing. And then what was next to the Jumbo Joe, right here, was this guy. This is the Weber Smoky Mountain, who rolled across the yard. He didn't tump over, but he landed right there at the corner of the Lone Star Grills, which by the way, this storm didn't affect him at all. But that's kind of like, I'm kind of nervous about what I'm going to find when I pull off that cover, because that looks like that corner, it's pretty sharp. It could have done some damage. And then somehow I'm thinking the red kettle, which was right here at the corner, I'm thinking since he's lighter, he came here first, and he landed right here. So right next to the this bugs me. I mean, I know it's just stuff, but it just bugs me. I'm really nervous about flipping the stuff over and seeing what happened. But anyways, what I was trying to say is, I think the red kettle came across, and then the Weber Smoky Mountain came after that, because that's the only way I can imagine it getting wrapped around it like that. But there's a cover down there to something. Yeah, I don't think covers help in this situation. So these all seem to do fine. The Performer did get pushed into the fence here, but so far so good. The Kamado Joe and the Weber Summit Charcoal Grill, the Summit lost its cover. You can see that down there. It's still attached. I think that's also part of the problem. These covers stay attached, and again, they just act like a sail. But one thing that's weird is, I think actually this guy got pushed over towards the yard a little bit, because I would have never parked this like this, just because that's like an 18-inch drop off. So I think it probably got pushed over, about that far. So I don't know, that's crazy. This is my pellet grill. The Camp Chef I'm actually was reviewing this, thinking about making a video on it. So surprise, hopefully the pellets are dry. Yeah, they're good. So good job, Camp Chef. That'll be noted in your report. And of course the gas grill is just fine. So yeah, doesn't that figure, right? So anyways, I'm gonna get these straightened up and see how bad the damage is. Okay, I mean, there were a few casualties, but it could have been worse. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we'll do a quick walkthrough here. We'll start with the good news. So the Jumbo Joe survived perfectly. In fact, he's over here. He's back under his covers. He's in bed. Leave him alone. Let him sleep. He doesn't even know what happened, and that is thanks to these cannas right here. These guys totally caught him. Thanks, guys. Big fan of cannas today. They caught him like a rock star doing a stage dive, and we're very, very thankful for that. The second dude that came out all right was this Weber Smoky Mountain. By the way, if this looks funny to you, it's because the barrel is upside down. I'm doing a test. Someone told me if you put the barrel on upside down and open the vent, it won't grow mold. So if this looks weird to you, that's what you're seeing. That's why it looks funny. But this is where he bumped up into the Lone Star Grills on that corner over there. And as you can see, it just didn't turn out to be that big a deal. This is a FedEx truck that's speeding by. And here is a kettle that didn't do quite so well. So fortunately, the kettle did not tip over. So what happened was when the lid, like I think I mentioned this earlier, when the cover blew off, it took the lid with it, and it's kind of slid across the patio. So you may or may not be able to see this. There's a lot of like road rash here. So it is what it is. And then over here we've got the Webers, and they did even worse. So they fell over on their side, and it totally smashed this side end to the point where this is so out of round that it wasn't easy to get the grate on. And of course, the lid doesn't fit. I was actually hoping, you can see it kind of got it on both sides, and I was kind of hoping it would be dented on this side of the lid and on this side of the grill, but it doesn't work that way. So I don't know what exactly I'm going to do here. I mean, I'll be able to bend it back into shape where I can still cook on it, but it is kind of a bummer. But this is the one that kind of paid the ultimate price here. As you can see, that handle looks like something out of an MC Escher painting. That's where it fell, and of course that put a lot of strain here on where it connects. That porcelain popped, and then it actually landed. It landed on this side, so it's dented in this way. So I don't know if you can tell, it's out of round. So between that and the fact that the lid got smashed, I can't even put this on here and let it like it doesn't sit on there right anymore. So that is definitely a bummer and some bad news there. So I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of funny that these two grills were the ones that got damaged, and I'll work on them. I'll try to get them back into shape, sand them down, spray paint them, do what I have to do to keep them working. But yeah, it is funny it's those two, because those two, some grills you keep for because you like them or because you got a good deal on them. Those are both sentimental, so it's kind of funny how that works. But in the end of the day, it's just stuff. And especially around here, last year we had some really bad tornadoes that blew through and destroyed churches and houses and businesses, and really we haven't been able to like recover from that yet in a lot of ways. So I'm not going to complain about this. This isn't a big deal. So but I did think it was interesting. I thought you guys might find it interesting to see this. If you like stuff like this, no. I was going to say subscribe if you like stuff like this. I plan to never do this again. Hopefully we'll never have the storms destroyed my grills video again. But if you like these videos, if you want to see more videos that are nothing like this, please subscribe. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.